I think the number one was the culture. It's the golden rule, you know, how to treat others how you want to be treated, and here I feel the respect all around, as well as the safety. Nucor, they made me value safety in a different way. Like I had to stop and not just think about myself, but how my family back home is feeling about it.
Some of the most valuable lessons I've learned are soft skills, how to work in a business with other people in different departments, just how to communicate efficiently and effectively.
I'm more of a structured person, so going into this, I thought it would be, just a fixed amount of tasks every single day. But this internship really forced me to, adapt, to learn, and expect new things every day.
Being acceptable to change, if you make a mistake, learning from it. Being honest, if you can't get something done in time, express it, let it be known. Other than that, mostly just be a kind human being, be respectful of each other.
Okay, there's a couple. So the first one is to come in with almost like no expectations, because more than likely something is going to change about what you initially thought it'd be like. And the other one is to be very open to learning, because there are so many people around you that you will go to for help or will come in and give you advice, and there's just so much you can learn just from being open to that.
I would definitely give it a 10 just because of the people. Like they've really made my experience overall, even just being here and having like this space, really opened my eyes to what a company can do for you and what they are willing to do for you. And I really felt like they cared for me, and I really had a strong connection with all the people I interacted with. So I think that's why I would rate my experience a 10.
I'd rate my experience a 10 out of 10. I feel like it'd be very easy for the teammates here to look kind of down on me, being an intern, but I've been treated like I've been an employee or a teammate here for forever, really. So I think that's really cool.
I mean, as far as the company and the people, I think it was a 10. Great experience, great. Everybody's really welcoming and very helpful. I have no complaints with that. I didn't have any family or anything like that, so that was kind of a downfall for me. It was kind of on the lonelier side. Something I had to kind of adjust to at first, but as I kind of spent time here and adapted to the area, I enjoyed it a little more.
I would say a 9.2. Everyone here is super nice, super friendly. Everyone's been really appreciative of me trying to help, even though I might not have the best ability to help, but they appreciate the trying. Everyone's been very, very nice, very kind. They've been more than happy to come sit down and talk to me, and they wanted me to come talk to them. So I've had problems, admitting when I don't know anything. So they've been very, come here, we'll tell you what to do, and we'll tell you how to do it. And that's been invaluable. So 9.2.
I definitely give it 10 out of 10. It's because I have never learned so much in these past couple months than all my past years in school or within a job. I've never learned so much about myself, especially, but about industry. This was my first big job in an actual industry, not a part-time job, not a job in a school. So yeah, definitely I learned so much about how I work as an individual, how I operate in a team, and I wouldn't change, even though it was kind of hard for me at the beginning, I wouldn't change it for the world. So 10 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, I would recommend it, especially more to somebody who knows that they want to be in a design internship. That's why I really seeked it out, because I wanted to get that engineering experience. So if you know what you want and you're willing to put in the work, and for a lot of internships, you have to be able to put yourself out there. Definitely do it, and they're gonna treat you right.
Working at a specific division like Vulcraft Texas, it's really been awesome. And then along with whatever role you're in your internship, there's a intern summit at the end of the internship, and it's where you can go and meet other interns, network. You get to share some of the projects you've been working on, and it's just a really cool overall experience.
Like I said, it forced me to grow and adapt. I think that's can be very valuable for me, especially as a young person and growing. I think that's, to learn that early on is something huge. I definitely would recommend, to my peers, my friends and family to try and apply here for an internship. I think it was a great experience.
Yeah, I already have. My roommate in college, he also lives in Elkhart, and he really wants to. But yeah, other than him, yeah, I would. I mean, I've never had people just so excited to just come to work and see everybody and talk to everybody. It's different. It's different. Good different, but it's different.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm trying to get in at Nucor, so I definitely tell students, the biggest thing is they think steel is boring. Everybody thinks steel is boring. I would tell them like I got an internship, and they said, with who? And I said, oh, Nucor, and so they do steel. And people go, oh my gosh, that's so boring. Why do you want to do that? But what I realized is steel is, it's very practical. We're always going to need steel. So I'm like, yeah, forget it. I'm sorry. Steel's the way to go. So yeah, for sure. I definitely recommend it.
I was really surprised by how fast they were out there. Like they were really fast. Just getting the tour from the first start, and then I got to see the joist run. That was really interesting, and it surprised me. I knew that they would do it like themselves, but I didn't see how efficient they were. And that's the one thing I see here a lot. It's like the culture, team, and efficiency. Like they work well together. So that was really cool and neat to see.
Just how long it takes, how long you have to order your materials in advance for a job, and then how long inventory stays in. And you just have to be very efficient in the way you order, or else you could have a lot of inventory and cut down your I guess division contribution, So just how precise you have to be with all that stuff. There's a lot of forecasting that goes into it, and I think that's been the most surprising thing.
Just the whole process it kind of stood out to me. There's so many things that could go wrong, so much different, moving parts, and I guess touring the mill in South Carolina and touring the plant here definitely opened up my eyes. I think it's something we often overlook. We look at the structure of a building, we just think it just kind of spawns there, but we don't really understand how much goes on behind the scenes to actually make that stuff happen. That's something that really stood out to me.
And in the office side, the engineering department, how much they got to put out to get the production teammates work, how fast they can turn around, how fast shop orders can make it. I mean, they're productive, and the rate of productiveness they are, and how efficient they are, how little mistakes they have it's impressive to say the least, especially as an intern who doesn't have a college degree or the skills out there doing the shop. I mean, I can weld, but I can't do that.
I guess how much teamwork is involved in the whole process of it. Like you have the people out in, you've got the guys in production, you've got your detailers, you've got your design engineers, you've got your special projects maintenance. There's so much work that goes into it, but then everybody works very cohesively as a team. I did not expect that. I mean, I was like, I don't know what's going on, but when I got here and I saw all the different people working together, it was really impressive.
Before, I think you're put in the hierarchy, and here it didn't feel like that. I felt really comfortable reaching out to a manager or a supervisor. And so I don't know if it was a culture shock, but it definitely was a welcoming shock.
The golden rule, treat it right the way you want to be treated. I feel like that's also a big thing in Nucor, and including everybody. Nobody wants to be left out, and nobody needs to be left out. And I think with all of that, I mean, that's the secret to the success. Each team member feels included. They feel important, so therefore I feel like their work will be better for it.
I think it's something special. The culture is definitely special. I've only had one work experience before this, and it was with my family company. And kind of surprisingly, Nucor is huge. Over 33,000 employees. 300 plus divisions, and it's like somehow it still feels similar to my family's company and how I was raised and how I was brought up.
Well, it's second to none. I've never met a person who likes their job as much as some of the people who work here.
I personally, a lot of these are my personal beliefs too, in terms of, the Nucor way, I guess you'd call it. So I really love it. I love Nucor culture, gotta stay here. So yeah, great, it's great.
Whenever you see something going on, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and ask questions. reach out to whoever you want to get to know, even if you don't know them and they don't know you. We have a really good like outreach system on Teams where you can find anybody from Nucor, and I really took advantage of that. I kind of was trying to figure out my path and my place in Nucor. So yeah, just don't be afraid.
Ask as many questions as you can think of, because just coming out of school, I mean, you learn the basic concepts and stuff, but really all that gets kind of thrown out the window because each company is different. I found the process, the whole steel making process, and how you buy the materials to converting it and how you make money. Found it really, really interesting. So yeah, just don't be, I guess, closed-minded and thinking, oh, steel industry is kind of boring. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's a pretty cool process.
You know, I had the opportunity to work with HR on a, you know, leadership manual. I had the opportunity to help our credit analysts with some credit applications. You know, it's so much different, I guess, opportunities. And I think just keeping an open mind to learn and adapt is something I'd kind of give advice to someone coming into this position. Yeah.
Enjoy it because it's fun. It's work. I mean, if you like it, you'll like it. If you don't, move on, accept the experience, use the experience. And I think really diving into something, getting it done, trying to do it well, not just do it fast so you have nothing to do for the rest of the day. Really go head first, look for people, talk to people, explore other branches. Don't just be stuck in engineering. That's one thing that I think I could have done myself better, is explore out. Like I got to at the end of the semester, or end of the internship. Beginning I was stuck. I'm an engineer, so I'm gonna do engineering stuff the entire time. Don't do that. Explore, go head first in.
You need to bond with your special projects team. Like, I understand that we're the engineers, right? We're going to be sitting in our office, we're going to be designing, we're going to be troubleshooting a lot of things. But the biggest thing that helped me was bonding with the special projects team, to bond with the guys. And it might be hard because of a generational gap, right? Like, I'm 21, they're all in their 40s and 50s for the most part. And I thought that we're not gonna have anything to talk about. You know, I'm a kid. But once I realized, like, just put that aside, don't worry about it, it got a lot better. But they're your team and they've got your back. So I think that's the biggest, you know, thing as the engineer going into this position. Bond with the team and then learn how to balance your time between your office and spending time with them, whether or not like you're going to actually assist in the building of a product. Like, you don't always have to do that, but maybe go out on your breaks, go have fun with them. They're great guys.
Sharing my experience with my family, you know, making them proud. I think they always tell me that I do make them proud, but just getting to tell them and see them in person, I'm happy to go back to my family and my mom and dad and just continue to work for them. You know, that's why I was here, for myself and for them. So they're my number one. I'm definitely gonna miss the job, but I'll be back soon.
My friends, yeah, it's probably spending time with them. My brothers, you know, from the rugby team, something I kind of looking forward to, spending time with them and you know, new experiences. Really just family, especially my younger siblings, my brothers especially. I enjoy spending time with them and you know, taking the work out and go to the beach and stuff like that. I really enjoy that. Yeah, just family overall. You know, my parents and grandparents. So.
I will like it because I am taking a structural analysis class, and Joystar I'm part of that. So I will feel very ready for the joy section when I get to that class. But yeah, mainly the people and the environment.
Learning as much as I can to be the most valuable engineer possible. You know, I think the biggest thing is I'm gonna go home and I have 1 year left and really big classes that I need. I'm gonna learn as much as I can from them and not just go based purely off do the exam, do well on the exam and get a great grade. No, I want to go even more and be like, understand the material thoroughly so that when I become an engineer in industry, I'm extremely valuable to them because I'm going to know how to handle myself in my job. So one of my jobs is I'm like head of a lab at school, and now I know from working here the aspect of teamwork because I do have a couple of students under me and we coordinate a lot about meetings, about shipments that are going out, but I know now how to better handle that and also how to handle my relationship with my my boss. So I think I'm going home with a lot, not just, advice that I'm going to take for myself in school, but a lot of practical, like life advice. Work relationships are really important. So I'm going to work on that too when I get back home. It's a lot. I'm going to go home like so knowledgeable.